Hello and welcome to the Nutrition Diva podcast. I'm your host, Monica Reinagel, and today we're talking about protein powder and whether it's safe to let your toddler share your protein-spiked smoothies. Our show received support this week from Care Of. Vitamin supplements can help you fill any gaps between what your body needs and what your diet provides. And Care Of can help you customize a regimen to include only what you actually need by simply answering a few short questions on their site. And then they will send you your personalized daily packs right to your door. They use only high-quality ingredients, and the prices are really good. You can get your personalized recommendation by going to takecareof.com and get 50% off your first order when you use the code NUTRITION. That's takecareof.com, offer code NUTRITION. Once upon a time, the only people who might have had a canister of protein powder in the kitchen were bodybuilders or maybe dieters who were doing some liquid meal replacement regimen. Now, it's become a relatively standard household ingredient. People are increasingly aware of the advantages of getting more protein in their diet. And I've also talked about the benefits of spreading your protein intake out more evenly throughout the day. And protein powder can be an easy way to bump up the protein content of your breakfast or lunch because those meals tend to be a lot lower in protein than dinner. And in the transcript for today's show, which is at quickanddirtytips.com, you'll find links to all of my previous episodes on these topics, as well as a link to a blog post with suggestions for incorporating protein powder into a whole lot of things beyond just that morning smoothie. In any case, as protein powders have become more widely used, I've gotten several questions from listeners about whether or not protein powder is safe for small children or pregnant women. Now, I talked about using protein powder during pregnancy in a recent episode. Today, I want to take a closer look at whether it's okay to give protein powder or foods made with it to small kids. For example, this email that I got from Lindsay. She writes, I make a protein shake in the morning with almond milk, frozen bananas, almond butter, spinach, ice, and a scoop of plant-based protein powder. And my 2.5-year-old daughter likes to enjoy a toddler-sized glass with me. Is this safe for her? Well, first, let's talk about how much protein toddlers need. According to the National Institutes of Health, the average 2-year-old needs about 16 grams of protein per day. And that number is based on body weight. If you wanted to estimate your own child's protein requirements, you want to divide his weight in pounds by 2.2 to get his weight in kilograms. And then once you know the weight in kilograms, you want to multiply that by 1.2 to get the recommended protein allowance. So the average 2-year-old needs about 16 grams, and that's about the amount that you'd get from just half a cup of cottage cheese or 2 ounces of meat or chicken, and that's a fairly small serving. And if you'd like to see how much protein is in lots of other common foods, I put together a protein cheat sheet, and you'll also find that at quickanddirtytips.com. So that's how much our toddlers need. How much are they getting? Well, dietary surveys show that American toddlers, anyway, get about 50 grams of protein on average per day. And even those that are at the bottom of the curve are averaging 35 grams of protein per day. So it certainly doesn't look like many first world toddlers are at risk of not getting enough protein. And I don't know of any research showing that a higher protein diet has any specific benefits for children this age. One protein researcher I talked to about this has young children of his own, and he said he wouldn't hesitate to let his 5-year-old share his protein smoothie or other foods containing protein powder, especially if these foods end up being lower in sugar and refined carbohydrates. While the additional protein might not provide any direct advantage to the kid, the lower sugar might be an indirect benefit. Dr. Nancy Rodriguez, professor of nutritional sciences at University of Connecticut, points out that excess calories can lead to overweight kids, regardless of where those calories are coming from. And a recent study suggests that high-protein baby formula might be contributing to excess weight gain in babies. And I wrote a lot more about what to look for in baby formula in a recent blog post, and I've also got a link to that in the transcript today. So whether we're sharing our protein-laced smoothies with our toddlers or not, we do need to be sure that their overall calorie intake is appropriate. Toddlers need about 1,000 calories per day, and that's half to a third of what the average adult needs. Dr. Rodriguez also points out that just like adults, toddlers who are consuming more protein will also need more fluids to help their little kidneys process the extra nitrogen, so keep that in mind as well. So here's my bottom line on whether it's okay to give your toddlers things made with protein powder. On the one hand, protein powder hardly seems like the biggest threat to our kids' nutrition, and I think it's fine to share a small serving of your protein smoothie with your toddler or to let her have a muffin that's made with added protein powder. At the same time, I don't think we need to be going out of our way to feed our 2-year-olds protein supplements. They don't really need the extra protein, and we don't want to run the risk of shortchanging them on other nutrients or on loading them up with excess calories. Really, the best thing we can do for our little ones is to make sure that they're getting a balance of nutrients from a variety of whole and minimally processed foods. And for more on that, you might want to see my previous episode on how to raise healthy eaters. I also want to thank our other sponsor, Third Love. Did you know that women change bra sizes an average of 6 times over the course of their lives? And finding the perfect fitting bra can make all the difference. Third Love bras were developed using thousands of real women's measurements, and they range from sizes AA to G, including their signature half-cup sizes. So no matter what your body shape, Third Love's Fit Finder can help you determine the best size and style for your body. You can try a bra from Third Love's 24/7 collection for 30 days to see for yourself what a difference the right fit makes. Take the tags off, wash it, really live in it for 30 days to make sure it's your new favorite bra. And if you love it, they'll charge your card. But if you don't love it, you send it back for free and your card will not be charged. Go to thirdlove.com/diva to get yours today. That's thirdlove.com/diva. If you have comments or questions about today's episode, you can post them on the new Nutrition Diva podcast Facebook page. Yep, we now have a brand new Facebook page that's just for the show. And you can easily find each week's podcast along with links to any related episodes and resources mentioned in the podcast, such as the protein cheat sheet and the protein powder recipes that I mentioned earlier. And you can even find information about special offers from our sponsors. You'll find the new page at facebook.com/QDT Nutrition. And you can reach me there or on my main Facebook page, which is still at facebook.com/nutritiondiva. Thanks for listening. Have a great week.